Hello, everyone. This is Own Wall Street with thetradersperspective.com doing my midweek analysis. This is GDX and NUGT. So, right now you have the daily time frame in front of you. Clearly, a very big bearish removal, a lot of strength, and we are seeing price head back down to the 21 level, and this is going to be a major level for GDX. Let me just zoom out to this weekly time frame, make it easier for you to see. This is the uptrend line on this weekly time frame, and it is going to be crucial for prices to hold this level. If not, it's not the end of the world. But if we do in fact go below and cling on to 2032, that would be the level. But again, this uptrend line is looking pretty crucial given that we have our 200 right here on the weekly. Definitely worth taking a note of these larger time frames as these moves are dictated and driven by them. These larger investment firms, they typically will look at the weekly and monthly time frames to gauge how they're going to place their money, of course, on other time frames as well. However, to get the main picture, you always want to look at the larger time frames and then make your way down. So anyway, we are below this 200 on the weekly time frame here, as you can see, and we are looking at this uptrend line. So that's the main key. I mean, not much else to say besides the obvious. There's a lot of selling pressure recently with the bearishness in gold. However, on the daily time frame, you can see here that this level looks pretty sweet for maybe a half position starter, just in case, with a stop around 2080 or so. But that's all personal risk preference, depending upon how much you're willing to lose and whatnot. So that is not a not an endorsement to buy, sell, whatever. Each person is responsible for their own trades. Have to throw that disclosure out there. Don't want anybody coming back to me saying, "Oh, you didn't do this and that." Anyway, back to the analysis. So that's the level here that I'd be looking at. So if price does in fact get the bounce off of here, then I believe that we would still, in a longer term view, be in a better position than if we were to break it. So maintaining it and then bouncing along the way would be the ideal way to go near term. So let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame and see this a little bit closer. And so again, we have the 200 here, and we have the trend line which we broke below. A few gaps up here, but nothing that I would really concern myself at this point. We're still going down near term. So 2105, 21 flat is the level. Make sure that if price does in fact go, below here to about 2082, that price does in fact close above 21 tomorrow, and then we'll have to see what happens heading into the end of the week. It's possible that we could see a very volatile end of the week. That's just my opinion. Have to see what happens. Let me just take a look at NUGT for you. It's going to be pretty much the same view. And as you can see here is NUGT. We did in fact break below this trend line, and now we are testing support. It looks like the miners are going to get hit a little bit harder than gold itself, but who knows, it might actually be an equal type ratio. But from what I'm seeing here in these charts, I would say gold looks a little bit more solid than these mining stocks do. So on the mining stocks here, like NUGT, I mean, you want to kind of see this level here hold around 29.30 or so, and then if that does fail, then there's potential for a few dollar fall here around 25.50. If I could drop down to this 4-hour time frame and give you a little bit more clarity, I will. No, we had that split happen recently, so I can't really give you a clear bearing on it. But on the daily time frame, you can see that there is clear bearishness here. So the downside is favored. We got to see what happens with gold if it can get itself together, whether or not we hold this level and then possibly try to trend up, or do we break down. But the odds are favoring definitely a downward push here. So keep your eyes on GDX and gold. Make sure that you're monitoring what's happening with the underlying asset. But it looks like NUGT's going to finish off the end of the week pretty weak. So that's what I'm looking at with GDX and NUGT. This is Own Wall Street. Thank you so much for watching.